Alrighty. Great to get a win at home. Great to see our crowd again for the first time in a long time. Tremendous energy. I was sitting on the bench with Justin Jefferson during the first drive, and I forgot he had never been in our stadium for a regular season game with a full crowd like that. And he was saying, "Boy, it's loud in here." And I kind of looked at him thinking, "Yeah, I guess this is your first time." So he was really impressed, and I was very impressed. So it was great to start fast offensively. A lot of players stepped up today and made plays. Alex Madison, Tyler Conklin, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, KJ Osborne, the offensive line did a phenomenal job. Amir Abdullah did a great job, and I thought that Clint Kubiak just really had a good plan. I think anytime the first drive is a fast start, it says a lot about our coaches and the way they prepare and plan and script things early, and they did a great job. So proud of the effort, and obviously, week 3, there's a lot of football up ahead, and you say it when things are going poorly that, hey, we got a lot of football left as an encouragement, but I would also say that you say the same thing when you win, hey, we got to stack them up. One win doesn't do it. We got to keep going. So that's where we're at, but I'll take some questions.
How do you feel about the way Madison filled in for Dalvin Cook today?
I was really impressed with what Alex did, not only running the football, but in the pass game. Alex impressed me 2 years ago as a rookie when he came in, how well he caught the ball, mentally how well he handled all the protections and running the routes. And I was impressed today with the way he runs after contact. He really brings his pads and runs with a lot of forward body lean. It makes him tough to bring down, and he becomes a violent ball carrier, which I love to see. It was really good on screens today, and really proud of the way he played. And then my shoe, it just fell off, and I looked at the ref and I said, "Do I get an equipment timeout here for the play clock where I can put it back on?" And he said no. And I said, "Okay." So I stuck my foot in it, called the play, got to the line of scrimmage, and realized I'm better off with just going without the cleats. So I threw it off, and the pass got batted, unfortunately. But yeah, it's one of those deals.
When Zim says that this is the best offensive performance he's seen from the Vikings in 8 years of being, you guys do that without on a day that you don't have Dalvin. What does that tell you about the group that you do have with everybody else?
I think it says a lot about our coaches. I think it says a lot about balance as an offense. We're going to throw to the tight ends, we're going to throw to the running backs, we're going to throw to the receivers, we're going to throw to several different receivers. So I think being a multiple offense, I think, really helps. And I do think today, just the time of possession, I think, anytime we can stay on the field, that becomes a great defense for us when their offense isn't on the field. So I think time of possession was big, which goes back to converting third downs, running the football well. But if you have to nitpick, I do think that we can be better in the red zone. I think kicked 3 field goals down there, and that'll come back to bite you. So I was frustrated on the sideline. A couple of those drives stalled in the low red. We got to find a way to get touchdowns.
What allowed for the tight end usage to increase today? It seemed like you guys were using more 13, especially in that second quarter.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably a better question for the coaches as to the angles they wanted to go at. But it's great to get those guys involved. I think in the history of our offense, when the tight ends are catching the ball, usually things are going pretty well. So, it's good to target them and get them involved.
On that front with the tight ends, on the play where Conklin catches the 16-yarder there, how big of a key to that is Adam Thielen Brown kind of setting a moving pick to give Tyler a clean release there?
I'm sorry, which play was that?
I think like a 16-yarder in the high red zone.
Oh, was it the bootleg early in the game, the first drive?
I think it was where I think you hit it over the middle. I think Adam had kind of a
okay.
A man.
I really don't know. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I can't give you a better answer. Conk, did a great job. Yeah, certainly Adam and Justin, teams are going to focus on them, I would think. But when you have great athletes like KJ and Alex and Tyler, it really helps.
Kirk, Zimmer has mentioned a few times he's appreciated your leadership, maybe stepping up a little bit in that area this year. What does that look like to you?
I think I try to be the same guy, just be consistent, just make sure I'm always building relationships and staying connected with teammates and asserting myself when it makes sense to do that.
Kirk,
The third down throw to Osborne with the free run edges.
Yeah.
Speak to the confidence that you're playing with right now to make that throw and be able to connect it.
Yeah, and I mean, you can say it goes both ways there. If you're really trying to protect the football, maybe, there's a time to eat that and not put it out there. But I felt 11 dog. I felt pressure. I felt, KJ's me one-on-one on a shallow cross. I have a lot of trust in KJ's ability to separate versus man coverage and go get the football. And I felt like if I put it out there, there'd be green grass, and at worst, it's incomplete. KJ made me right.
Could you see him on the throw, or did you just trust that he would be there?
You see a flash of purple. You have a ballpark idea, But I think when I talk about getting reps give you the ability to play on instinct. And so when you get a lot of reps on a play, you can see flashes of purple and just feel where you need to throw the ball.
It was 17-7 in the second quarter. Looks like you get sacked. They get called for defense.
Yeah.
Are you amazed that the game just seems to completely change after that?
Yeah, it's a great point, Chris, because it is like that. It's a razor's edge. I remember after we scored on that drive, walking out the field thinking that without that penalty, we were punting and field positions out in our favor and everything else. So it's a razor's edge. We were 0-2 going into the game on a razor's edge too. So you live it both ways. You just got to prepare and play your highest level of football so that, those moments when they happen, they're going to happen, but that more often than not, they're falling your way.
You always talk about reps and confidence, but some of these crucial third downs, you were still spreading the wealth to guys. So what does it say about the depth of the guys that you
Yeah, it just says a lot, not only about the players that we can rely on to give the ball to, but our coaches, their ability to bring variety and have our offense be multiple and allow a lot of people to get involved. And don't get me wrong, there'll be games where I think one guy may be the focus, but when you spread it around, I think it's really good for our offense.
How much acknowledgement needs to be for the offensive line the last two games to really bounce back after that first game?
Yeah, they've done a great job. It's a good group. It's a young group. They have and they're well coached. Phil's done a phenomenal job with them. They love Phil, and proud of the way they're playing, running the football, protecting. And they're fun to go to work with every day.
Statistically, I think it's your best 3-game start to a season. Is there anything kind of different that you think might be leading to that?
I think I play with really good football players. I think that helps. I also think that Clint Kubiak's doing a phenomenal job. I think Andrew Janoko's doing a phenomenal job. And I can't say enough about the working team around me, getting me ready for Sunday. Kellen and Sean are there with me on a Wednesday and a Thursday, well after 7 o'clock at night, helping me, talking through plays and walkthrough and watching tape. And I can't say enough about the working team that helps get me ready for Sunday. That starts with Clint and Andrew, but Sean and Kellen too, and the help they've been. I think all that has made a big difference.
Alexander Madison said you're playing with more swag. Is that a good word to use?
I don't know. Irv said that a couple months ago too. I don't know. I think if you win, it helps.
What does swag mean to you?
I don't know. Kyle Shanahan used to say that my swag was having no swag. And he told me as a rookie to never change. He said when I came out for my first preseason game, he said my jersey looked so big it looked like I was wearing a Halloween costume. And someone said something about, you should get a different face mask, a better jersey, this or that, wear your socks different. And Kyle cut him off. He said, no, his swag is having no swag. And I like it that way. And I kind of laughed. There's a hint of truth in the joke. And so, yeah, it is what it is.
Alex said with your locker being next to Jets, maybe that's rubbing off a little bit.
Yeah, we need to get Jets to clear out. You guys don't get to see it like you used to, but he's got some boxes stacked up in his locker. We need to get him to clean those out. But, yeah, he's been great. Irv, having Irv near me, having some of the defensive guys, Kendricks and Barr and Harry, I love having my locker by them. It's been great to get to know all those guys better.
Kirk, what can you say just about the defense's play today? I know maybe they had a little slower start, but just their tenacity and getting back in the game and making some big plays to create that momentum.
Yeah, I just think the bottom line, holding an offense and a great quarterback like that, the 17 points, making important third down stops, fourth down stops, getting us the ball back. They did a great job, and it really takes all three phases to win in this league, and it did today.
Kind of the jump start that maybe you guys gave the defense there in the second half when that first drive is 8 minutes and 30.
Yeah.
How important is that when the defense is trying to find its footing after an up and down first half to be able to eat up that much clock and kind of control the game that way?
Absolutely. Finishing the first half with a drive and a score was a big part of the makeup of the game. And then, we always talk when we score coming into the half, knowing we get the ball coming out, the importance of, double dipping and scoring again. I think we only got a field goal, but to get 10 points in those two possessions is a big deal by the next time Seattle gets the ball. And like you said, churning clock too. It's great to keep their offense off the field.
There's another game with a pretty low play action rate.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. I saw you got nailed on a bootleg early in the game. I don't know if that.
No, I don't think so. It's a good question. I think it's something we'll talk about. I would agree with you. It's something I think we can do more of. I guess it's hard to argue with production, but I do think that there's a place to play action for sure.
You feel pretty good for Greg Joseph, 6 for 6.
Yeah.
Myers missed a key field goal too for them.
Yeah. Greg's done a great job for us. Did a great job today, and there's gonna be a lot of big kicks up ahead. So it's a huge part of the game.
When you prepare for an opponent that you think the screen game is going to be on the menu, I guess just what kind of does that come to fruition each game that you think that's going to be there, and what did that do for the offense today?
I thought it was a big part of us getting started on that first drive, the second play of the game, hitting a screen. I think we hit a couple others that were big. One of them we couldn't get up on the mic, and he made a great tackle and stopped us. But when you have a strong pass rush that's rushing hard upfield, it's great to have that complement to be able to sprinkle that in. And sometimes screens don't hit, but when they do, it's a great thing.
Thank you. Thanks.